Hi, welcome. I'm Sundara Fawn, and I have decided to do a New Year card reading for you with my card deck. So this is a card deck that I created from the artwork from like over the past 30 years that I compiled into a wisdom card deck and oracle deck consisting of universal principles that we apply in our life. And what I have is there's 38 total cards, but 5 of those are elemental cards. The 5 elements of earth, water, fire, air, and ether. And I like to use those as like a supporting energy. Just pick one to find out like how that energy of the element can support us for the new year. So all of my cards come in a nice little gift box with a small book that goes along with it. If you haven't seen it yet, it's just a small book with information about each card and the aspect, brief information and affirmation and introspection. But the exciting news is just last week, my guidebook came in that is a guidebook for self-discovery. It's a journey into your soul. And I have loaded this with over 1,000 images of artwork pertaining to each universal principle, and there's so much love that I poured into this book. And when I laid out the whole book, everything here is completely done 100% by me, and laid out the book. And as I was laying out the images and everything, I was putting a lot of scientific and energy behind the numbers I was using. I wanted you to see the backside too. It's really pretty. So there's a lot of love that went into this book. It's not just a book. It's like 8 books in one, because it goes into very deep aspects and exercises and rituals and tools to help us break out of old patterns and blocks that are no longer serving us, and moving forward into happy, healthier ones, especially for the new year. So I'm going to pull a few cards, and I just invite you, I hope you're having a nice, relaxing new year. And I think one of the patterns most of us need to get out of is this sense of urgency, of rush, of gotta do this, gotta do that. And yes, we live in a very busy life, and we always have things to do. But the one tip I'd love to give you is just stop for a moment and breathe. So before I start this, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, and I'm going to call in the space. And close your eyes and just begin to take deep breaths in through the nose and out through your mouth, and just take this moment throughout the day and just stop and breathe through your lower belly. And if you're uncomfortable doing this, it means you probably need it even more. And just take some moments out during the day and continue to breathe in through your nose, really deep into your belly, and exhale out through your mouth. In these cards, we call upon the universal principles that sustains all of creation. So this reading is going to be personal for each individual person, as I call forth each card to reflect the universal principle guiding and influencing all of our lives. We know, great Creator, that we are all universally rooted in one consciousness, one life force, and one Creator. We call forth the soul energy and information we need for overall aspects guiding us in this year of 2016. Welcome back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin by shuffling these cards and just putting all this energy from all of our souls. And look at that, one just popped right out, and that means that we need to address this one. And it is dreams. Look at that, new year. So we'll go into dreams until we pick the next card, and very interesting how these cards work. There's no right or wrong way, but when one totally comes popping out like that, or sometimes flying to the floor, it probably means that there's a message, and I can see why there is. So dreams, it's got this beautiful wolf howling, and there's a full moon behind it, and there's a beautiful dream catcher behind it. Now this dream catcher reminds us to remember that we are here dreaming this dream called life. And this is like one of the main tools that I offer behind my work, is living in this dream and participating in this dream. But what happens is we take this dream as so serious. We get caught up with our emotions, our old patterns, our old conditionings, that we have it wrong, or I wouldn't say wrong, it's just a perspective of life that is not very accurate. So working with these cards and understanding through wisdom, through learning, and a matter of fact, I have Saraswati behind me, and she governs the wisdom and learning and creative force and music and art and all of our dreams. She's the one that influences, the energy of her comes through us into the dreams. So this year is about like writing down what are your dreams and going in and making a plan of action to take something, do something every day towards accomplishing, getting one step closer to your dream. And I know from experience, because this book and these cards was many years of dreaming. First of all, I had to have a dream. I just took the artwork. I didn't know where it was going to go. I love to paint. And it just leads into one thing after another. But it's writing down those dreams, and not only dreaming and wishing. A wish is something that you believe can't come true. So it's important that we wish, but we write down our dreams, but we need goals. And we need to set strong, good goals and intentions to getting one step closer in the dreams. And another really important aspect with dreams is visualization. For years, I would visualize myself having my cards in my hand and this book in my hand as I was doing it. There was times I never thought it would end. It was such labor-intensive work. It was a labor of love. And it's just keep going on and applying your dreams through visualization. And then when it manifests, it's like a beautiful experience. When I got this book just a week ago and got it in my hands, it was like I was actually felt numb, because it was very close to almost identical, but probably more beautiful in the real world of what I envisioned. So hold on to your dreams. Remember that you're dreaming this dream called life. And with the dreams too, with the dream catcher in this, wake up every morning and look upon life as a new dream. You have an opportunity to come here this very day to wake up and say, wow, this is a dream I'm entering. And learning how to enter the dream by understanding who you are, understanding how the world around you exists. And this is applied through wisdom, and taking this wisdom and knowledge and bringing it into your life and applying it. You could read, you could study, you can know everything or think you do, and if you don't apply it in your life, I'm sorry, but it just doesn't work that way. And I hear over and over, people say, oh yeah, I've tried that, and I've tried affirmations, and I've tried, this and that, and it just doesn't work. Well, it doesn't work because you haven't applied it enough. It's just like working out. If you go to the gym, you work out one time, you can't expect instant results. It takes time. And it took time for us to groove this information into our memories, even from past incarnations. It took lifetimes of grooving this in, so it is going to take some time and practice getting it out and rewiring and reprogramming our minds. And that's why I developed this whole, it's a self-empowerment program, Reawakening the Soul. And it's so exciting because I govern it off of the different ways we learn from so many different ways. And our minds are so brilliant. But what I realized is my mind, like, our minds don't pull just from one thing. We learn by many different ways. And when we take these different ways and start experiencing a new way, and that's why I'm really excited about the Artspirational videos my partner Altar Ray and I co-create together, where each card turns into a guided meditation, which is really cool. But it gets back into relaxing our minds through this guided meditation, through being still and relaxation, so our dreams can be made manifest, and our dreams will be more clear when we are in this relaxed state of mind. So this whole program pulls from many different modalities that is all about reprogramming, rewiring our mind, and having mastery over our mind so we can create our dreams and we can create the life that we came here to live. And we all came to make a difference, and our souls always hold on to being in this space of making a difference and knowing what we want to do, what we desire to do, what are our dreams, what makes us passionate, where we wake up every morning and fly out of bed and we're motivated to create whatever that is leading you towards your next vision and your plans, and is the energy behind you that is supporting all of your dreams. So it's moving past the blocks that hold us on to living our dreams. So I'm going to pull another one here. I'm going to just put another energy, see what we all need for the mass consciousness, co-create. And let's see, present moment. So this one here is calling and telling us to remain in the present moment. Present moment awareness, you hear about it all the time. It is crucial that we begin to practice to the best of our abilities of living in the present moment. And it's got a white rabbit on it. And this was very symbolic for me, because for years I just saw like how I was chasing the white rabbit. Go, my to-do list is so long, gotta get everything done. And taking a point in my life of being like, I've got to take a step back. I've got to stop this rushing and chasing after life, and being in the present moment while I'm creating. So it's about applying the principles of living in that space of calm stillness while you're actively calm and actively working in the world. That way you are working more efficiently and effectively. And when you combine efficiency and effective and tie it into the present moment, creating that, that's when our will aligns with the divine will or the cosmic consciousness. So our will is the divine will, but we're only using a very, very small portion of it because we're so used to using it by expelling all this extra energy on worry, on frustration or anger, and on all these energies that are taking and using and sucking our life force. So when we bring ourselves back, where we leave the past where it belongs, and we leave the future about worrying how we're going to get it done or what we're going to do, and we bring ourselves back into the present moment and know that there is no time and in this reality. And yes, time is created to help us function in the world, but when we let go of that perception of time and understand that there is only the moment of the eternal now. The eternal moment of now. And when you look at present moment and you find yourself rushing, a great exercise I highly recommend that I do, I stop and I think to myself, I have eternity. I have eternity. Do I really think I thought of all this and had all this creativity inside me just out of the clear blue? No. I pulled it from past lifetimes. We all do that. We're pulling stuff all the time. And we're constantly creating, and we're spirit. And spirit always just keeps creating. So we are eternal and immortal spirits. So being in the present moment allows you to feel that immortality for yourself. And it's so important to feel that, because in that present moment is where the soul operates. And the soul, the seat of the soul sits in this place of perfect, brilliant, absolute perfection. All wisdom, all knowing, infinite bliss resides in the soul. And what happens is when our soul comes down from the Creator, and it gets identified with the body, and the body is identified with the physical reality in the world around us that we are interacting and participating in, we start thinking it becomes really, really real. But bringing all of that energy in and to living in that present moment is when you start experiencing yourself as the soul. And reawakening the soul is about reawakening and remembering your true nature as this infinite spark of spirit straight from the Creator. It doesn't get any more exciting than that when you start realizing the power that we can draw from this source, from this life force. When we learn how to tap into it, when we learn how to still our minds and become master of our mind. And our minds are linked to the soul. It's linking that mind more to the soul than the ego, which is identified with beliefs and patterns and the past that may not be that accurate, as I said earlier. So we're going to draw one more card. I'm going to take it from the top this time. And awareness. Beautiful, beautiful card. We're moving into this awareness, this higher state of being, of existing in this world. And you wouldn't be watching this right now if you weren't becoming more curious and having, a lot of asking, who am I? And knowing with this deep sense, there's something more. There's something more. That's your soul calling you to watch this right now, because you feel that and you're hearing that guidance from your soul to take action, because it's the voice of your soul that's pulling you back into this beautiful, aware state of mind of becoming aware of who you are and what you are. And when you look at this beautiful awareness, all of us have the same purpose in life, and that is finding out who we are and knowing who we are and what we are, and not only knowing but experiencing that we are spirit, and spirit is limitless. Spirit has unlimited abundance, unlimited potential. So there's no limits on that. So this year is all about waking up and having a more aware, stay open to different exercises, stay open to different things that come into your life that is going to help you make a change. And in my book, I have great techniques. I cover EFT, which is tapping technique, awesome for removing emotional blocks from our meridian fields, where we can release patterns. And this book that Reawakening the Soul has in it has all this awesome meditation and a tapping technique for each exercise. It's got guided journeys for each one, talks about the aspects behind it, where we learn to take the information and these universal principles from the card and apply it in our lives every single day. Every day. So one card is more than enough to pick with your supporting elemental card, which we'll go into every day, and doing these techniques. And I'm actually in the middle of creating this awesome membership site calling Cosmic Dreaming membership site, where we can all dream together. We can learn how to break through these patterns and share the battles of everyday life. Because as we know, life is a series of battles. There's one battle after another. And when we all support each other and we learn a truer, higher way of thinking and knowing of the world by understanding ourselves as a soul through this information, we can all be able to share it together and all of our breakthroughs. And it's a beautiful, beautiful membership site, and it's a lot of work. It's really been pushing me to a whole new level for this year, but I'm so excited to be able to connect at such a deeper level now that I'm in the final stages. I'm almost done with the coloring book. So the coloring book will be out within the next month. That goes along with the program. So we're going to pick an elemental card for the year. The elemental card is water. Water is from the West, and it's about letting go of all the past emotions from the last year and going back and remember to go back in the last year and write down or just sit and go through your mind of all the accomplishments you did last year and how far you've gotten and how much you did, and taking like the painful experience, if you had any, and washing it away. Water's about washing away, let go, release. New energy is always coming in and moving. And our bodies are about 74% water. So our bodies hold on, are created, are made from mostly water that's constantly flowing. So if you have emotions come up from the last year, cry them out. Crying's great, releases a lot of toxins. And this is all also about the West and letting go of the past and the water emotions. So sit in the lotus, and overall it's like taking the emotions from the past year, letting them go so the new ones can open up and create through the dreams, and knowing that your dreams can be a reality. That's how everything manifests in life, is through a thought. A thought is the first action that manifests. So when you stay in the present moment and you are creating from the present moment thoughts, your dreams and your gifts, and sharing these into the world. And I forgot to talk about the crow, all about magic, new beginnings. There's so much magic in the air right now. And becoming aware that you came here to make a difference. And just watching this, you're on the start of a whole new journey. So thank you, and make sure if you haven't already signed up to my, subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do, because I'm going to have a lot more videos coming out. And make sure you keep in touch that way through Reawakening the Soul, and take all of this information and start applying it in your life. Please visit my website to start taking action now and look at life as an adventure. You are here because you are ready for an adventure. You're ready for a journey. You're ready for a new start, and you know you can do it. We wouldn't be here together, and I look so forward to journeying on this incredible journey with you as we reawaken our souls and live in the joy and intuition that we were meant to. Happy New Year!